and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the... Welcome, everybody, to another presentation. And teams getting geared up great for the stretch run. Does that give you extra motivation as a player?
Oh, yes. Seeing that finish line can really help you out down the stretch. As a player, ending the year strong is key, whether you're in the playoff race or in the lottery.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Walter out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Barrett at the small forward. And so it's the Raptors getting on the board first. Grant outside. Lets it go with a three. It's rebounded by Quickly. Barnes outside. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Shooting off the catch, Scotty Barnes has built out that part of his game.
Outside, Avdia. Pass to Simons. Grant on the wing. Shoots from 12. And it's Simons that time on the assist by Grant.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
Oh, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that it's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
Now, here's Quickly. Boy, he was something else against Utah. The kick out to Barnes. 5 to shoot. Puts it up. They get it again. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And that's what they pay Pirtle to do. Get extra possessions and capitalize if you can go back up.
And the defense of this Raptors team, Greg, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
Now, here's Barrett. Following the miss by Denny Avdia. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Chauncey Billups and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Coach had praise for one of the opponents tonight, the versatile Scotty Barnes. He told me Scotty's somebody that can do it all. He can score, pass, rebound, and defend multiple positions. That's rare for a player his age. So, Kevin, Scotty's still growing as a player.
Thanks, David. Boy, Greg, it seems like the big men have returned. And Donovan Clingan is one of them.
Yes, he is 7'2" with a wingspan to match. The capability to dominate the paint, and his impact is felt at both ends of the court.
First one falls for him. Back in the late 80s and early 90s, Brent, the Blazers had a real chance to win some titles.
Oh, man, they ran into some great teams, too, Kevin. The bad boy Pistons, and then the Bulls, obviously, with Michael Jordan. Winning a title in those days took something special, and the Blazers were right there.
He's off on the second. For Jakob Poeltl, his parents paved the way for him to become a professional athlete. I'd say Brent did a good job.
Well, it's a good point, Kevin. They were doing some blocking of their own, just not basketballs like Jakob does. Both of his parents, members of the Austrian national volleyball teams, and building some roofs on some people trying to put down a few slams.
Now, here's Grant. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. To the paint, here's Mobo. No good. Avdia with a defensive effort. Simons on the wing. A 3-ball. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Raptors.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
And the Raptors miss again. Trailblazers trail by 4. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Simons has got his second bucket tonight.
Well, I think the kids would say Simons is in his bag. Is that right?
Back to Quickly. Pirtle trying to get open. And it's Quickly missing. Well, it was Toronto winning their last game against the Jazz in Delta Center.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road. Take good shots and knock them down with confidence.
Well, awesome to see in that last game how the motion in their offense didn't stop because they were in some hostile territory.
Here's Barrett. Benny Avdia making his last shot. Barrett. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
It's a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
One shot.
That one misses for Barrett. R.J. Barrett has established himself as a guy who can play a lot of different roles. Brent, a very versatile player.
A versatile player, Kevin, for sure, and the scoring has been there, but I don't think that's what you rely on with R.J. Barrett. You want him to be a complementary player that plays in different positions on the floor to put the defense at a disadvantage. He's that skilled, and he has that ability to grow that way.
Here's Barrett. Trailblazers knocking down the tray. Over Sharp. And again, Toronto no luck.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
29 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Quickly the pass to Barnes. From downtown, Henderson pulls it in. And here's Portland. They're on a 13-4 run. And he banks in the layup.
A little like Donovan Mitchell there. Henderson makes some really tough shots in traffic.
Now, here's Barrett. From past the arc. Count it! He caught it!
That's how you do it. Stay patient, wait for the opportunity, and boom.
That's exactly how you want to close out the quarter, too, with some confidence.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 3. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
Trailblazers leading by 3. The guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Then it's Rob Williams. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Kamare in at the 4 slot. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Now here's Henderson. Pass to Kamare. 6 to shoot. From outside off the mark. Here's Shed. You know, it used to be teams hoarded their cap space to make a big splash in free agency. But, Brent, why is that less common now?
Well, really, the mechanisms for you to retain and maintain your star power has gotten easier for teams as they have gone out for big extensions to make sure that their star is shining brightest.
Sharp, that's good.
Oh, gritty play by Sharp inside. Defense puts contact on the rookie, and he still gets it to fall.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Barnes. Henderson pulls it in.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And then Sharp with the dunk.
Out of this world. Sharp is so quick into the air, and then he just hangs forever. Able to do things most others can't.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Here's Shed after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Over in the corner, Barnes. Lawson sets a screen for Barnes. In the corner, it's Boucher. Here's Battle. Rebound by the Trailblazers. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game play.
Yeah, lots of sloppy play in that one. Several key miscues. They just couldn't overcome the mistakes.
Well, their defense wasn't exactly solid in that game. So if they could make up for mistakes by causing some turnovers, it might have helped. They didn't even get those.
Slashing with purpose there. After setting that screen, Williams knows where to position himself in these sets.
We know, Brett, there are many roads that lead to the modern NBA, and Shaedon Sharpe took his own unique path.
Yeah, Kevin, you could say that again. I mean, he was on the Kentucky campus as a player, but never participated in a collegiate game, and then all of a sudden finding himself at the top end of the NBA draft without ever playing a college game.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Completely new group for Toronto. And we've got a moment now to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for R.J. Barrett.
In the last few months, the rebounding has sort of taken a bit of a dive for him, and a lot of factors could be the cause, but it's a trend that coach would probably like to see him reverse.
Pass to Mobo. And the Raptors miss again.
I saw a green light there. He's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
It didn't take long for the Blazers to find Damian Lillard's heir apparent, did it, Greg?
Yeah, they drafted Scoot Henderson with the 3rd overall pick in 2023. Took him a little time to get his sea legs, but his talent is undeniable.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Raptors are rebuilding with purpose. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, "We're doing a good job at the start of this process, selecting the right people that care and are very committed to each other. That's a good baseline to build on." Kevin, slowly, the pieces are falling into place.
David, you're so right. He is great at developing those young players. Back to Henderson. To the middle. Here's Simons. The short one's on the money. Simons has got the lead up to 11 now for the Trailblazers.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Walter. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Simons kicks to Avdia. Grant outside. It's chipped. Astor quickly. A floater. And it's Portland with the rebound. Avdia's got 4 rebounds in this game. Simons finds Henderson. Back to Simons. Henderson with a screen on quickly. Great open look there. Simons has got 9.
Well, this is one of Simons' strengths, just an outstanding shooter from behind the arc.
Outside, Barrett. Off with the layup. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. How about we start out with the Western Conference and how those teams are stacking up?
Checking out the Trailblazers. They've wanted this to be a turnaround season. They have a few building blocks, but the roster construction is not complete. This front office has some tough decisions to make.
Changing focus now to that first half. A brutal game so far for the Toronto Raptors.
Where's the intensity at the defensive end? They need to get a hand up and contest more shots.
Coach needs to encourage them to be better moving forward, just like I do with you guys.
I'd better put my feet up. It's getting deep in here. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Shaedon Sharpe really making a difference here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for Portland. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. So the Raptors 5 right now. In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Emmanuel quickly out there with Walter. And it's Pirtle in at the center position. Just 5 to shoot. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 5th rebound in this one. Barrett, no good. Trailblazers leading by 12. Here's Grant. And Pirtle sends it back.
Pirtle's got a high defensive IQ, great awareness, which is why he's able to block and alter so many shots.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Checking out some numbers for him.
And in the last 5 games, he's made a bunch of hustle plays on the glass more than anywhere else. His rebounding totals in these games shows a dramatic increase from his numbers during the rest of the season.
Raptors trail by 12. Quickly looking it over. Pass to Pirtle. Here's Walter. And a miss there on the triple.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Such a dynamic offensive player. Great speed, great hops. Simon's hard to stop when he makes his move.
And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer, and now we are seeing him take the next step with his playmaking.
Toronto shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. An idea of voter fatigue, Brent. Do you feel voters get tired of the same guy winning every single season?
Yeah, I think they do, Kevin. And it's a shame because, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years down the line, those players looking back at the statistics from any given season deserve to be the MVP or all defense. And I hope that maybe that atrophy doesn't take place this year.
The Raptors shooting their fourth and fifth shots at the foul line in the game.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
That's good from Barnes. We love young Scotty Barnes. He can shoot, he can defend, and he can really pass. Brent, he seems like the ideal wing.
Well, there's a lot of things there, Kevin, that are very good. You don't become an all-star at that position without those kind of abilities, but the responsibility of playing winning basketball consistently, let's see how that plays out for Scotty moving forward.
The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes, GA. He had a terrific rookie year, as we know. His second year may have fallen off a little bit.
Yeah, it was a bit stagnant for Scotty, but man, he had a monster third year, making his first All-Star game. The playmaking of Barnes especially took a leap.
And it's Simons missing. Raptors trail by 11. Quickly the pass to Pirtle. Now Barnes. Pass to Quickly. Puts it up from 12, and there it is for him. Quickly's got it back down to single digits for the Raptors.
Every now and then, Quickly can feel out that mid-range and attack that area.
Here's Kamare. Let's go. And there's Grant on the assist by Abdia. The Raptors have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Back to Quickly. Pass to Walter. The 3 from Barnes. Portland grabs the miss. They've led by as many as 14 points. Grant kicks to Avdia. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Inside, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now, here's Quickly. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And the D has to guard the perimeter just a little bit better, especially when Quickly is hovering around that arc.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
Let's hear from you. Make some noise for your Blazer dancer.
Inside or out, this is a collection of players that has really been doing the job lately. The leading rebounders from the shooting guard position since the All-Star break. 5th, Shaedon Sharpe.
And these are sort of your do-it-all guys. I mean, even if rebounding isn't necessarily a priority for shooting guards, it's still something that helps your team get wins.
Well, the effort plays are very important. That's what these guys do. Like you said, the rebounds they provide from the off-guard spot can sometimes make the difference between winning or going home with your tail between your legs.
And now, we'll send it over to David Aldridge for an update on R.J. Barrett. What'd you find out, Dave?
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from the Raptors head athletic trainer, and this is an unfortunate injury and potentially devastating for them. If he were to miss time right now, it would really hurt this team, especially during the latter stages of the season. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
And not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
Yeah, and this makes it particularly rough for this team. Other teammates now are going to have to step up, and it seems like it's going to be an extended period of time, so not easy to do.
And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for Portland. A 12-point game. Henderson outside. Clingan the screen for Henderson. And it's Clingan with the jam.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Raptors trail by 14. The guard pair are Henderson and Sharpe. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Williams. And it's Reith in at the 5, roaming the bench. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
That's what Williams does, disrupt your offense.
Pass to Reith. Clock at 6. Here's Sharpe. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
Not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And a chance now to look at the schedule coming up for the Toronto Raptors. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Kevin Durant and the Phoenix Suns. Then on Thursday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
And he knocks down the first one. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Walker's checked in, and the Raptors also making a change. Roden's checked in. Good on both.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Trailblazers leading by 12. Henderson with it. The 15-footer. He gets it in there.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Pass to Boucher. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Here's Shed. There's the pick. The high post shot. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Shed's got his first points of the game.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Raptors trail by 12. Boucher with a screen on Sharp. And it's Shed missing. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Now, here's Sharp. T right on him. A rebound by Shed. Toronto shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. Raptors moving the ball around. Pass to Roden. Boucher with the ball. Fires from deep. It doesn't go for him. Portland leading by 12. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Sharp. And the layup is good.
And not just an athlete. Sharp is very crafty with the ball in his hand.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now.
Attention Blazers fans, give a big round of applause for your Blazers Breaker Dance Team.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And the Raptors with some changes. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. Now, he was vocal in the huddle. He told his guys, don't quit on each other. We're still in this game, guys, but I need each one of you to up your energy level. Let's make a run. Now. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Here's Barrett. And he makes that one.
Now, one of the keys to Barrett's game is he's got to play tough.
Avdia, they can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Here's Simons. And it's Toronto with the rebound. To the inside. Here's Pirtle. Got a hand on it. Quickly against Avdia. Simons surveying the D. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Portland.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Brent with Avdia, there's a versatility to his game that not many players can claim.
Yeah, Kevin, it's a great point. He does things on both ends. Sometimes defensively it goes unnoticed, but this guy can play a lot of different positions and is very skilled. He contributes in a lot of ways to his team.
Here's Walter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Barrett for 3. Avdia with the rebound. Trailblazers leading by 15.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Trailblazers.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Scoot Henderson.
And with all these assists, it's obvious how well that he can see the entirety of the floor out there. If an easy bucket is to be had, he'll find it.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Pass to Barnes, stolen by Avdia. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. See you next time.